plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg. Watkins. It's caught by Sanders. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw on 3rd down. Watkins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll run on first down. Branch, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Slot man moves right. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6-0 our score after 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Watkins. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watkins. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Watkins. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Justice. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Justice. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Branch. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Watkins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. The slot man in motion right. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Cook again. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. First throw now for the backup Wentz. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Throwing on first is Wentz. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They run again on first down, Cook. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Corners are known for their ability to cover, but those that'll stick their nose in against the running game, that's a bonus for any team. And what a nice play right there, tackling him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now a handoff up the middle. Branch. Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. On first down, Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. On play action, it's Wentz. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. A final shot before break. Watkins. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Wentz now to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And some room to work. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
102 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Wentz.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And the slot man goes in motion left. A give to Cook out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
They'll run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. At the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Up the middle they go. Justice. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
And space tough to come by there as he'll give maybe a yard to the 37.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff up the middle. Branch. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Watkins. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. That third down conversion good for 23.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On first down, Branch. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Steps away. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Slot man moves right. They run it again with Cook. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Wentz now on first down.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Cook up the gut. And he's got room. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Cook is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Cook.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Third down. Here's a run by Cook.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
And now with where they are after that loss, I think conventional wisdom says you have to kick the field goal and tie the game. But if you've got a play that you really love, now's your opportunity to call it.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Up the middle they go. Justice, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On third down, Watkins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taken in at the 22. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Right back to him on first down. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Handoff comes to Cook.
Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short game.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This from 52, and this for the win. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Now a first throw here in overtime.
Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still 4th down.
The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
What can Wentz do now with his drive? This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. A give. This is Cook. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. This to win it in overtime. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they... Head to the sidelines. We'll head to this break on EA Sports. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and we will play on here in overtime.
Oh, that's so deflating, Brandon, because you know he was thinking to himself, just give me a shot. Just put us in a position to win the game, and I'll get it done. But this kick, not on target, and we'll keep going here.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this time he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Watkins. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now on 1st down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second down and 7. Now a handoff up the middle. Branch, and he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Eagles are going to win the football game. But Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission